going on, guys? Welcome back to Subnautica. We have a radio message to listen to start things off.
This is an automated distress signal from Life Pod 12. Coordinates attack. Warning, Life Pod has sunk beyond safe diving distance. Do not attempt retrieval without submersible support.
Signal location uploaded to
250
PDA.
meters down. I feel like that's in the mushroom forest. I've already been there. Let's go check that one out. I'm not gonna lie, I held on to that message at the end of the last episode because I thought it was going to be the Sunbeam, the ship that's gonna try and pick us up. I'm sure that'll happen within the episode, though. Oh, this thing's quite a ways away, actually. I forgot about that. Okay, it's not gonna be the... It's not gonna be the mushroom forest, and that's the bulb zone, I want to say. I don't know if I have the facilities to go visit that one just yet. You want to shut up, you noisy bastard? And Jelly Ray screaming in my ear.
In this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint
I'm actually gonna
vehicle signatures.
raise the game audio just a tiny bit. Just because I couldn't really hear her voice. Which
Passing
actually, I feel like I
100
probably
meters.
should just...
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
It's so inconsistent. That's for, yeah.
New blueprint acquired.
I've actually never even thought, can you hit these to get... Okay, there's just seed samples. Bit of salt so we can make some more bleach. Little spot there is not. Here we go. So that looks like part of the moon pool, which will be nice. If I'm not mistaken, you can also find a good chunk of 2 of the 3. Ooh. I hear you, don't you worry. That's a reefback. Oh, there he is. I can see him off in the distance. That's the Reaper that chills right... That's the front of the Aurora, I think, right there. That's the one that always just chills right at the entrance. So, I don't necessarily expect that we'll be going on the Aurora today. I think that'll probably be next episode's focus. Today's episode, I'm kind of just going to... Well, realistically, I think the main thing that'll happen is going to be the Sunbeam coming down, because I am pretty sure that thing we'll get a message from him pretty soon, and it'll point us towards the island, which is roughly this way, right there-ish. And then we'll go to the island, we'll find the big gun. There's a bone shark there. Is that another power transmitter? It's just titanium to me. Just got stuck on a mushroom for a second, eh? This also tends to be the biome where I find time capsules most of the time. Now, I don't know if you can get more than one in a world.
30 seconds.
So I don't want that. How do I turn that thing off? Yeah. That thing just takes up way too much of the screen. I don't know how many time capsules are meant to spawn in a world or how that works, but I've already found one. It was actually a pretty good one. Do we fill that's concrete? Sorry, mushrooms, but I think I need the copper just a little bit more. That's a reefback egg, I think. Yeah, it's the same thing. That's some salt. More sandstone. Extend back out into. Oh, there's an ampeel. I didn't really know that they kind of chilled in this biome. I thought they were closer to the bulb zone. Maybe I'm closer to the bulb zone than I realize. Where'd that peeper go? I saw him. Quick little snack. Fuck me. Wasn't expecting that. Coming for you. I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, fuck, my inventory's full. That's not good. I just dropped the water. No. Drink the water, you idiot. Drink the water and then eat the peeper. There we go. Oh, cool. One of these things. I feel like there's like 4 of these around the map.
30 seconds.
They don't do anything, but other than kind of tease a little bit of the storyline, which, if it's your first time playing, it's actually a really interesting thing to discover. It's kind of the first. Well, those wouldn't be the first. The island's probably the first thing that you kind of learn about to do with the aliens, but there we go. A little bit more Cyclops bridge fragment. I'm hoping to just kind of keep exploring this stuff and scanning some things until we get another radio signal. What egg are you? I feel like maybe that's a gastropod, or it actually to me kind of looks like that's what the bone shark one would be. Those I'm next to positive are reefbacks. Partially just because it's a massive egg. Massive creature. Oh, modification station. I didn't realize you could get pieces of that in here. That's pretty nice, actually. If I can get one of those, that would be handy, because that'll let me... Well, there's really not that many things I actually need from it, but I think you use it to make one of the first sea moth depth upgrades. Use it to make at least one depth upgrade, whether it's for the sea moth, the cyclops, or the prawn. I actually can't remember at all. And then most of the other ones are in the moon pool with. Oh, fragment. You need that too. It's bridge, hull, and engine. And you need 3 each. So this is the 3rd bridge piece. Oh fuck me. Wait, which guy makes that noise? That's a bone shark, yeah. Yeah, there it is. He's attacking each other. What really freaked me out actually was the lightning off in the background, which. We gonna have a problem here, pal? If you want to have a problem, I can give you a problem. What can I grab to throw at him? Sorry, buddy. Your sacrifice will be, Oh, you fucked off. Alright. You got lucky today, spadefish. Now he's stuck. Alright. Clearly, I'm not wanted here at the very moment, so... Now, I don't know if it's this section of Mushroom Biome. Oh yeah, it is. They just don't load in all that well. I was gonna say, there is... It's actually not this one. There's another mushroom forest biome somewhere else that has some of these really, really big trees, and one of them actually has a wreck on it, which is pretty cool. I don't remember if it has anything cool in it, but I kind of forgot that there is at least a little bit of value to pay attention to, like the tops of these. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this little area starts leading towards the mountain. This kelp forest leads up towards the mountain with the quarantine enforcement on it. Which also means there's like a reaper just over this way. Not that far. It's okay, I just hit a fish. Nobody panic. Some more salt. It's almost more blinding to use those lights than to rely on the natural light, it feels like. There's some Cyclops hull fragment. There's another ant peel. If I can get both the hull and the bridge taken care of. Yeah, there's a reaper right here. Can I see it?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's almost too dark now, but... So we're basically, that's the bulb zone right there. You can start seeing those little purple things with blue lights on them. Those are the bulbs. And the main enemy kind of in that region are those ampules. They look basically like a miniature version of the one Colossus from Shadow of the Colossus. The one underwater one. That's a bone shark. Pretty sure you can blind the bone sharks actually, which is kind of cool. If you flash lights at them, they don't really go after you. So that's totally the mountain. I'm positive of that fact now. Which just further confirms for me that I'm absolutely... Okay, I want to have my repair tool actually at the ready because I am whacking the shit out of this sea moth, and when I get out next, I kind of want to be able to repair them quick. So the thing about Reapers is kind of nice is you can hide from them, like in the trees. I'm pretty safe here. The things that actually really terrify me in this game, the only enemy that really makes me shit myself, are the warpers. Because they're small, so they can get into all the nooks and crannies, and they're like they do a shit ton of damage. Plus they like disorient you because they teleport you, and then you have no idea where the fuck you are. And all of a sudden it's quiet. All ambiance is gone. They love to do that shit in this game. It's just to do with the region I'm in. They want to make sure that you can hear the shit that's happening around you. But you can't see it. Terror 101. You know, even though the game doesn't really scare me that much anymore, I still have such an immense amount of respect for like how good the design is, especially because this game came out in like the Five Nights at Freddy's and Slenderman era and stuff like that, where everything was just jump scares. This game does a really, like, it has jump scares, but it does a really good job of actually making you like truly just kind of like scared about that which you can't see, or like scared of things that you don't know, I guess. Oh, there we go, modification station. So I need what? One more Cyclops hull fragment, all the engine fragments. Did I get all 3 moon pool fragments? I feel like I need one more of them too. Maybe that's a job for later. I need... Well, actually, ideally... There we go, moon pool. I was going to say, ideally I get the moon pool so I can make one. Okay, I didn't need that. Perfect. Because moon pool charges whatever you have docked in it. This thing is running low on batteries, and I don't have any intentions of making a battery charger. Salt. I don't want to make... Sorry, not battery charger. I will make a battery charger at some point. I don't want to make a power cell charger. was a power cell charger. It needed ruby, didn't it? That's absurd, man. Like, that's the one issue I will say with this game from time to time, is they did not necessarily think about balancing all of their stuff. So a lot of the time, there'll be these things that you want, but by the time that you actually
Welcome aboard, Captain.
they aren't so useful to you anymore. So moon pool, we need titanium ingots, lead, and lubricant. I have all of that, or the facilities to make all of that. Grab all the titanium I can. Copper wire, grab the lead. Actually, I think I can literally grab basically everything I need here right now. Before I do that, though, hey, there I am. Forgot to open my webcam before I switched to it, but we're just gonna run through our 5 songs of the day. I actually remember to do this while I'm recording, so I don't have to go back in and write it later. So I've written my list already, and kind of while I was going through the songs, I was in a very like white guy rap kind of vibe. So a lot of these songs are probably already gonna be familiar to a bunch of you, but this was just kind of the mood I was in for the day. So number 1, we've got Stir Fry by Migos. I wouldn't really consider myself a huge Migos guy, but Stir Fry specifically, they did something really nice sonically. It's just like it's very smooth. Like they ride the beat really well as they're rapping. It just makes like a really nice, yeah. Like I find that very pleasing to the ear, if you will. Another one, bit of a deep cut. A Girl by Logic. Or I Girl, I don't know how you pronounce it, AYE. But that's off of the Young Sinatra mixtape. So this is like early Logic. I was not listening to Logic in his mixtape days, but the only Logic I really do enjoy listening to is his mixtape type stuff. His the more recent stuff is still good, but just not really my vibe. Um, but especially Undeniable. Like there's at least 3 or 4 songs on there that I freaking love, and this would be one of them. Third one, even less known probably, Jack and Rose by Kennedy. So Kennedy is the guy who makes the song. Well, so he was a YouTuber before he became an artist, and on YouTube he went by the name Lonely Mailbox. And he was a big Call of Duty Zombies YouTuber. Um, and I didn't like I learned about him from watching a different zombies YouTuber, and then they all made a content house together. Um, and sadly, that all went up in a very fiery mess these days. But um, I learned about him through watching the content house, and I actually found him just incredibly uh, like he was talented. He was interesting. He was terrible at zombies, but I felt like the videos he made were the most entertaining out of the bunch. And then randomly, he basically made this switch to start doing music. And he only made about 7 songs, but so for a long while there, and I probably will go back to doing it eventually. I don't really know why I haven't put an outro on any of my videos recently, but um, he made the song that I was using for my outro. And this isn't it because it didn't really match the vibe I was going for my outro song. I used Should Have Said It. Um, but Jack and Rose is another banger. So I would recommend anyone go listen to that if they haven't. Number 4, we got Kama House or Kame House by Tory Lanez. I've searched it up and I think the title's a reference to Dragon Ball, but I don't know. I've never seen Dragon Ball. This is a very kind of weird song off of the deluxe version of Alone at Prom. Very Michael Jackson-esque. I think heavily inspired by Michael Jackson and has that kind of sound to it. But sort of similar to the first one. I just find it like very kind of pleasing to the ear. It's a weird song. I don't know when necessarily you would listen to it ordinarily. Like, it's not one that you throw on a party, but you could listen to it for a night drive or what. I don't know. It tickles the brain though. That's a banger in my opinion. And then number 5, we got Sundown by Jack Harlow. I feel like Jack Harlow is a way underrated artist, and that's even given the fact that he gets accused of being a plant, I've learned recently. And I feel like that's kind of just a thing that a lot of white rappers get. But dude, I genuinely find him, out of all the white rappers I've ever listened to, not including Eminem, probably the most like actually lyrically and flow talented. Like I don't get where the hate comes from, because I genuinely think he just makes good rap, or he raps good. But this song in particular is just like he's just talking his shit, and it's smooth. It's got a nice simple beat in the background, just kind of a vibe, just a nice rap song. Anyway, that concludes the list for the day. Let's get back into Subnautica. Okay, actually, I was in the middle of grabbing the shit for the... Let's make a titanium ingot. And while that's making, we'll open the radio.
Aurora, we're approaching the
there we
planet
go.
now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates.
Okay, I need a lot more titanium.
It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. SUNBEAM out.
So... I'm gonna do this just by hand. I probably should grab the sea moth. It'll save me a lot of time, but I can't be asked. I'm just gonna go back to the safe shallows near my pod. And grab some junk. Some metal junk, some ship junk. I didn't realize the timer was 40 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was 25. Maybe 35 at best. Which actually really irritates me, because I was only planning on recording for about 45 minutes. This was gonna be a shorter one because my parents are waiting on me to watch a movie. I don't really want to leave things on a incomplete note, so... Okay, can I please find some fucking metal salvage? There we go, there's a piece. I say, I don't feel like it's normally that hard to find around here. It's kind of just always there. There's a piece. Grab it, please, thank you. There's a piece. My inventory is already full. What a joke. So that's, what, 4 each? That's 12 pieces right there. Sorted. Could have crafted them down into the titanium. They're the life pod, but what's the point? The music in this game is such a fucking banger. Have I included any of these in my lists yet? I've definitely thought about including one of them. No, actually it's not on. Interesting. That'll probably pop up at some point. I'm trying to think if I've heard it in place here though. I think I did. It was in the jelly shrimp caves. I made a comment that I didn't think it played in there. That's funny. Well, I'm sure down the road you'll hear it pop up on the list at some point. Moon pool. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I'm looking for right there. Total is now 1. Oof. So the main thing that kind of sucks about the moon pool actually is its power suck. on the base, especially once I actually put this thing in. Like, I think with only one solar panel, it will drain power faster than the base will produce it. So I was going up. 50, 49, 50. Okay, so it's...
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
Yeah, sure, let me just look for the nearest volleyball. I don't think anything new will be... I'm still infected.
Foreign bacteria counters reached statistically significant levels. No adverse effects detected. Be vigilant for symptoms.
Skin room speed upgrade range. Oh, I forgot I already got the HUD chip. I should be making use of this thing now then. Fragments, I suppose. It's really the main thing. I can actually, with the one being in the mushroom forest, I can definitely use that to go looking for. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's like bioreactor though already. I knew about that one. Energy charging 43. It charges fast at least. There's that. Okay, so moon pool's made. I'm charging that. We know the sunbeam's arriving. What's the next step? Well, I say we know the sunbeam is arriving. We know it's going to show up and die. Modification station needs a diamond, which I have. Right. That's close. I do have a diamond. Was it a diamond, a computer chip, and a lead, did that say? Yeah, lead, diamond, titanium, computer chip. That's really not that bad. Ooh, vending machine, yeah, that's... Actually, I'm surprised I haven't made that already. That's a priority, if you ask me.
You look like you could use some coffee.
Oh wait, I need to make a cup, don't I? Or a mug. Or did that just give me... Yeah, it's just pouring into nothing right now. No, we're wasting all the good... Oh, perfect. Americano. Diluted with tasteless American water. Perfect. Alright. Oh, dude, power 11. It's the vending... It's the coffee machine. No. I feel like I have to give up the scanner room before I give up the coffee machine. Or I could just, you know, make another solar panel. But that's fucking boring. I should do that quickly, though. I need quartz and titanium, right? Wrong fucking locker again. Quartz. And it's titanium. I don't know how much of each piece I need, but I'm not taking any chances. Why is it dead silent again? It always fucking does this. Hopefully I don't have to make more than 2. Oh, I need a copper too? Are you kidding me? That's lame.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen
wrong
efficiency
jump.
decreased.
Alright, fine. I'll just go back into my chest and get the copper that I need. That sucks. Those solar panels are expensive. Copper, titanium, and I don't care that it makes scientific sense. It's expensive, man. Will you let me complete you? That's the wrong tool, that's why. Okay. What does that do for our power output? We're going up. Slowly but surely. Although it still can't. You know what else will help? Actually, I'll take this thing out as I go hunting for some of these fragments. That'll allow us to accumulate some power. These things already have.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Wait, where are those fragments? Oh. Well, I think those are both for the things I already had. Hull. No, I needed one more hull, didn't I? Yeah, perfect. Bridge. That's titanium.
Blueprint acquired.
Okay, that's a good deal. I make that deal. What about you, Yudovich? You make that deal? the... That's also for the bridge. Did I really get all the fragments that are over this way towards this camera? Or is it just not technically scanned out this far yet? I was noticing plenty of fragments over there. None where I really want them yet. It also hasn't... This power transmitter. And say there also is a fragment here, I notice. But that it has not yet, so it's clearly still taking some time. Bridge, again, I already have that. So, what's in this one? My guess is repair tool. Stasis rifle, actually, most likely. No laser cutter. Still something I don't need. Really, I want a couple of fragments here. That looks like bioreactor, and bioreactor. Which I already have, right? Okay, well, good source of titanium then. Hardly worth sticking around for all of that though when I go. Seamoth or bioreactor, I'd say. Scanner room. Seamoth. Bioreactor. Yeah, there's not a ton in the red grass plains I haven't already gotten, if any. Scanner room or bioreactor. It's really the mushroom forest I need it to be scanning, so the fact that it's working its way this way is actually kind of unfortunate. Oh, there's another message though.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Playing partially translated broadcast.
Oh.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Lovely. Those are the warpers talking to each other. So everything I'm seeing here, it doesn't really go as far as the... Oh, camera 2 isn't even... It's still out there though. It's just not shown on the scanner room thing. Which is a bit of a shame. Okay, I don't really feel like this is offering me any benefit at the moment. I should really get it to search for shield chunks, actually. Because then that's how I get diamonds, amongst other things. I had an extra. I grabbed a solar. Let's make some more bleach just so I have water ready to go. Lovely. Okay, what are the next steps here? I suppose, so what gets made in the modification station? Actually, let's search that. At the moment, the thermoblade, the fins, and the ultra high capacity could be useful. These would be kind of useful, but also not necessary. And I already have this courtesy of the time capsule. So at the moment, the modification station really isn't that necessary. What would be more valuable would be if I actually knew where to make, or where to get the thing that you put in the moon pool. that lets you make upgrades for your sea moth and your prawn suit, because what would make my life easier at this point would be being able to go deeper in the sea moth, particularly because with that I could then go into the jelly shroom cave again and get some more magnetite and diamond, both of which are handy materials, and lithium. Lithium was down there too, I forgot about that. But I think realistically, oh damn it. At least I know I've got that one sorted. I don't need to worry about that for the foreseeable future.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
So diamond, lithium, and gold seem to come out of that, which is that's yeah, it's good stuff. Lithium is needed for pretty much anything that is theoretically like reinforced metal. It's like titanium and lithium make better titanium. Diamond is needed for actually not a ton, I don't think. It's needed for some more stuff later on, but it's really the modification station, the cutter, probably the drill for the prawn arm. Free fish. Is me cutting it there at least cook it? No. What a shame. Just go back to this. That's all the shell chunks out here, yeah? 25 minutes till Sunbeam. Oh dear. Actually, you know what? I will say in hindsight as well, I don't remember how quickly you go through the Aurora. But I could probably at least get the thing repaired before the Sunbeam gets here. But that's really, like, that'll only do me so much good. It'd be nice to be able to take the radiation suit off, but it's also hardly necessary. What was the last thing I need? I have the lithium I need, titanium. Oh, I need a computer chip. Computer chip is table coral plus gold plus I want to say copper wire, so I need copper. Fuck. Of course I don't have any copper. Okay, limestone chunks actually. Have the resources to make use of them. Sandstone? No. Limestone. Oh, I should probably put some stuff away then so I have room to get the things I need. Well, I should verify at least that that's actually electronics computer chip. Yeah, copper wire, which is 2 copper. And other than that, I have everything I need. Come on, scanner, do your job. Oh. Right underneath my nose.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency
What?
decreased.
Never mind. How the heck is a fella supposed to get to that? What about this one? Same deal? Probably. Oh, this one's legit. Yeah, actually, I'm not losing it. It's just genuinely in the rock. It's fucking irritating. This one I'm willing to bet I haven't gotten because... Never mind, no tiger plant there. I'm just... Copper, one more of those, please. That one's sandstone, but it's still handy. Oh, there. Was that other one copper? Yeah, I got my 2 copper. Let's go make the thing. I feel like I should take some of this titanium to make another lock or 2 now that this has kind of been fixed. Actually, let me see if I can do that. There's got to be gotta be there. And nope, computer chip. Copper wire first, sorry, then computer chip, and then modification station. Just because it's a sense of accomplishment, really. Put it in the corner with my coffee machine. I don't have the lead on me. I'm gonna go grab that one that I didn't successfully pick up earlier, actually. Or was it? Was it here? No, that had the copper. It was over this way. Tiger plant. Fuck me. I hate those things with a fiery passion. Wait. Just realized. I can actually enact my revenge.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Okay, I didn't go anywhere near as far as I wanted it to. That wasn't satisfying enough, but... Left-handed anger. That's what that was. Did the lead drop down here? Yeah, I knew it did. Is there another tiger? Yeah, there's a tiger plant here. Ow. He's still hitting me. What a little twat. I feel like now he's just... I gotta come up with a... Wait, if I... Are they a living thing? Can I kill them by hitting them against a wall? No.
Warning, emergency power.
Oh yeah, it's...
30 seconds.
I suppose it's nighttime, so that's not exactly what I want.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Is that a fish trying to... What is it doing? I swear I saw a fish. There. Okay, well, I suppose I can't make my thing, really. If the thing's on emergency power.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Cool.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
But with the scanner room, though, that's... Again, that's doing all the... Stealing all the power, so... Hello, sir, do you have a problem? Apparently so. Can you actually attack him? He's kind of... He swims so... inconsistently. It's actually hard to hit him. Like to find his hitbox, but... Okay, well, what do I actually need? So knowing that going to the mountain and awaiting the sunbeam doesn't actually lead to getting to meet the sunbeam, what do I need? So you get the thing, you can go down there, you can get some ion cubes. I have my propulsion cannon, which is essentially the closest thing to a weapon you can really get in this game. I suppose one or two extra pieces of food could be handy. I'll cook that spade fish I've got and eat it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And I got the nutrient block, and I have bleach water. Two bleach waters. Let me grab some of the facilities to make more, actually. There's no use pretending I don't have the resources. Well, I have the silicone rubber. I could actually easily make those ultra-glide fins too with this. I just need to take my own fins off. I think the swim charge fins are actually better. I don't know if those really make a noticeable enough difference, especially if they don't affect when you're using the sea glide. Whereas the swim charge fins let you charge things as you're swimming. So Thermal Blade, Cyclops Death Module Mark II. Really? That's the That's a pain. High capacity O2 tank. Okay, well I might as well make that one too. For the convenience. What does that give me? That's like 180 something? Oh wow. Way more than that. Okay, 225. That's... If you run out of oxygen with that on, you're just bad. I think it's as simple as that. So. Watch, I will now die of suffocation in one of these episodes. It'll be one of the only ways. Have I died yet? I don't think I've died yet, actually. It's me knocking on wood. Okay, more than enough water. I could actually do with a med kit, honestly. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go towards the life pod for a sec. Go to the life pod, hit a couple fish with my hot knife to get some food. Grab one of the life medkits from the medkit maker. And then I'll kind of go explore the island. I suppose this is kind of where those ultra glide fins are handy, because you can outrun the fish that you're chasing. I want some variety in my diet. I might take time to Gary fish. Oh, there you go.
Common for those accustomed to synthetic foods to be repulsed by eating an animal carcass. Remember that humans survived this way for millennia. You can too.
So I knew you could kind of move these rocks. They don't do much good for me. Other than just get chased by exploding fish. Nope, wrong thing. Is there anything in here? Oh wow. Mushrooms. Actually, that's a phenomenal idea as well. If I can get just a little bit more copper. Which I don't know if I can by any means either. How much limestone is still hanging out around this area? I didn't mind at all when I first started. So it'd be handy if I could make another battery, or two even. My propulsion cannon and my sea glide, but mainly this propulsion cannon. Just because I will absolutely, and the scanner actually, the scanner would be a big one. How the hell did a metal salvage get in there? Copper. There we go. Ladder fish. Grab him too. A little bit of extra water. Another piece of, come on, last copper. Wait, actually, I totally forget. Do I even need a second piece of copper for a battery? It's 2 copper, 1 mushroom, right? Or is it 1 copper, 2 mushroom? One of these days I'll remember. No, I'm completely lying. I feel like maybe it's actually 1 copper, 2 mushroom. And I also feel like that's not the first time I've made that mistake. a... Oh, did I just eat the... I just ate the nutrient block. And this guy's already gone old. Damn. Well, that was a waste. And that's not what I pressed. For the locker. Perfect. Spare battery. Handy to have. Okay, let's go to the X. By that I of course mean the island of sorrow and pain, where it is surrounded in the water by warpers and reapers, and on land by these annoying little four-legged spiders that are actually really satisfying to pick up and throw with a propulsion cannon, but aside from that are pretty tedious to deal with. And nasty because they look like four-legged spiders. It's when you get a bit closer to the island like this, you can see the clouds that surround it. So to that extent, the illusion breaks down a little bit when you get this close, but when you're still kind of far away, it's actually really clever that, like, they found a pretty effortless way of hiding the mountain from you, so you can just immediately go to the only visible dry land. So I'm pretty sure from this side of the island, there isn't really any threats. There's also no way to actually get up onto it. The spots you actually want to go to very much have threats. I can already see one. I can hear one down there, and I can see one up here. So right there, that I'm flashing my lights at, that's a warper. Fucking hate those things. The thing that really sucks about warpers is they do like 50 damage when they hit you with their teleport attack, which they will also use on you even if you're in either your Seamoth or your prawn suit. And that teleport attack takes you out of your prawn suit and your Seamoth. So especially if you're in an area where there's a lot of other deadly creatures around, they can really screw you up. Yeah, there we go. One of two, technically, I guess you can say three, spots of dry land in Subnautica. Ain't that exciting? So, just this little part of the beach that they want you to come stand on to watch. I should have brought the Seamoth over here, I guess, but whatever. There we are. There's one of the little spider boys. They're a lot more fun to fling than the tiger plants. So I don't know if you can scan this thing. It's just light, but you can scan these. And I do think if you go up and into the caves in here, there's actually some fairly useful materials, but that's one of the things we really want here. Purple tablet, which I can then come down here with. I can scan the broken purple tablet so I know how to make them down the road. But I can put the purple tablet in here, which allows me into the building. As long as I'm back up here on the surface in 7 minutes, we're good.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database performing structural analysis.
And there's really not a ton that you actually need to do here. Download that.
Language, attempting translation.
Some pretty significant lore in there. Ah, yes, the ion cubes. These are what's actually related. So these things down the road, when you get more of them, you can use to turn into batteries and whatnot. But until then, they're really only valuable for... Oh, this isn't anything. They're really only valuable for getting into teleporters and whatnot here.
An Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
So we get 2 from here. There's another data terminal. I really should be going in and reading these. A lot of the, like, this is kind of one of those games where it is a really good, like, it's just a really good survival game with an interesting niche.
Achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
Being that it's underwater. But from a storyline or an actual intrigue perspective, there is apparently so there's the moon pool already. This is good because you can bring your Cyclops right into here if you care to. That's kind of all there is to that. Yeah, like if you actually stop and like scan all of these kinds of things, I'd be curious now to go back and look actually if this has any connection to natural selection. So Subnautica 2 is currently in development, and if you've been paying attention to that, you've probably noticed that they're basically tying in Unknown Worlds, being the developers of both this game and a game called Natural Selection that they made in 2011, I think. I will go up those stairs. I just want to get to the thing first. Oh, this is just the right. I believe this connects the last building that you go to this building. I'm not sure though. But yeah, like at the time, I'm sure if you were a fan of the game, you could kind of theorize and figure out that this game was connected to Natural Selection and Natural Selection 2. But they've only sort of just recently confirmed or like said in their teasing for Subnautica 2 that they're actually very closely connected, and that like the disease you're kind of dealing with in this game is the exact same one that the enemies have in Natural Selection, which I respect. I find it cool. It's kind of like reading a book series from an author who's written like another series or something, and then you end up finding out that they're actually connected. World building is, I think, my favorite aspect of sci-fi and fantasy type stuff. Just the fact that you can create these interconnected worlds that have similarities and differences, but are still kind of rooted in reality. So I just gotta get some acupuncture from this guy real quick. He's gonna tell me I'm still sick. He's gonna be pissed off. Suppose I should scan the thing.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
So with that, you kind of start gathering the storyline that there's an old alien race who you don't see any of the aliens, but you see evidence of what they left behind. There's a disease that they were trying to quarantine the planet from. And then down the road, you essentially realize that this entire planet, the reason that they had any interest in it is because it held the key to curing the disease. But they weren't successful before they all died out. Yada yada yada. And then you, the janitor from the Aurora spaceship that randomly crash landed here, have the thickest plot armor in the world. And you actually managed to cure the disease. With the power of friendship. So that's the summary of Subnautica 1. And then Subnautica 2, Subnautica 2, I actually don't really know much about, other than the fact that it's going to take place on a different planet but that is still watery. Also, this sucks. Is the sunbeam gonna Is the sunbeam gonna arrive in the middle of the fucking night? Because that just won't be very fun. I want to at least be able to see the damn thing. I'm gonna just quickly hop in my Seamoth and bring it around to the
Welcome aboard, Captain.
front over here. Where there's like a little actual kind of landing. Now, I'm curious actually with the lights on. So that's just a cord that attaches the whatever's going on here. Yeah, I don't see that. Oh. Yeah, it is coming at night. That sucks. So you can sort of see, I think now, if you're standing in the right spot, the sunbeam has just... So first of all, the tower's woken up. It's getting into position.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down
I
there.
wish I could see him.
We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it?
It is, I think.
Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
Fireworks. I also feel compelled to say, not that, like, the game was made in 2014. We have good, like, technology, obviously, but for a fairly indie studio, oh, of course, and now it starts turning day. That's frustrating. Oh, hey, spider. You there. I'm not even going to fling him. I'm just going to let him drown. Nope. Get back up here. Yeah, and then just like that. Cold as ice after absolutely annihilating a crew of 5. Right back into position. Where'd the biter go? Did it manage to... Are you dead yet? You don't look very dead. Let's fix that. Okay, so I got my 2 or 3 ion cubes. Do I have a spare? I got 3 ion cubes. Useless scary fish. Purple tablets. Downloaded everything I can from there. Learned about the disease. Do I have to do another self-scan yet?
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection in your system is progressing. Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
So I think the next self-scan I do, whenever it may be, is gonna, like, trigger... You get all, like, pustule. So, unfortunately, there's no real way for me to... Actually, that's a lie. I think I can just kind of skirt around the outsides of the gun. I'm probably better off taking the same way I got here to get back out. Because you can absolutely hear that there's a Reaper this way. And a Warper. Wait, is that the Reaper right? I was gonna say, I don't remember it chilling out this high up in the water. Normally, I end up coming around on this side of the planet, actually. Or planet. Of the island, and I just kind of chill here. But I actually think this side of the mountain's more deadly because there's a warper like directly below you. You can see him. And there's several warpers. I just called him a warper. There's a reaper directly below you and several warpers around this side of the mountain, I think. So it's really just not a pleasant place to be for anybody. Like, there's really no reason to want to be here at all. The mountain kind of just sucks in general. Other than, like, I think there are a couple of materials like magnetite and whatnot that are handy to have, but yeah, just not a very pretty place. And now we're basically right back to the mushroom forest that I was in earlier. It all comes first full circle. Ampeels, bulb zone. So, bulb zone, it definitely has some stuff of value in it. I just can't remember what. Other than like a wreck or two that actually have some pretty useful fragments. I want to say it has gel sacks, which are needed to make aerogel, but I can't verify that for sure. And if I'm not mistaken, it actually may have an entrance to the Lost River, but I also can't confirm that. So I'm making a bunch of claims I can't back up at this point. Anyway, I'm actually just going to go back to my base of roughly safety and end this video here. We've already, dude, this is what I'm saying. It's so hard to stick to a time limit, I find, when I try to. I was only planning for this one to be like a 45-minute episode, but the game just decided, nah, man, you're going at least the full hour. And then I've managed to blow past the hour by almost 10 minutes. That is A-okay with me. So, next episode, we will go check out the Aurora. Because you need the Aurora to start getting your prawn suit, and I want to say there's probably some Cyclops modules on there, and there's just a lot of good stuff you can get. So, very valuable place to go. But in the meantime, we are going to leave things off here. Maybe I should here. I'll do this. This will be my thumbnail. No, I should. Trying to get a thumbnail kind of sucks when there's shit on your screen all the time. That'll do. I'll find a way to make that work. Alrighty, lads. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
But a good time only fades if we let it. If you wanted me to stay, then you probably should have said it. I was caught up, grown up and forgetting. Spot you at a party in the middle of the winter. Bobbing through the clouds and rolling up a spiffy. From a little beach town to pulling up in the city. Gotta get away, I gotta roll. Easy to say but hard to let go.